Basic Science Standard 7 Unit 6 for a pollution-free nature. Before discussing, let us see the previous class question and answers.
Hi, I'm Gauri B, studying in 7th E. Previous class questions and answers. What is electricity? Electricity is a form of energy. What are the uses of electricity? Light a bulb, work a fan, work a mixer. What is circuit? Circuit is a route through which electrical current flows through a source and enables the device work. What is open circuit and closed circuit? Circuit which is incomplete is known as open circuit. Circuit which is complete is known as closed circuit. Which are the major components of electrical circuit? Source of electricity, wire conducting electricity, device. What is insulators and conductors? Substance that conduct electricity is conductors. Substance that do not allow electricity to pass through it is insulators. List the different types of wires. Multi-stranded wire, laminated wire, non-insulated wire, service wire. List the different types of switches. Ordinary switch, belt switch, two-way switch, press button switch, DP switch. What is safety fuse? Safety fuse is a device used in circuits as a precaution to protect the circuit and electric devices from damage caused by the flow of excess current. What is MCB? Miniature circuit breaker is used instead of safety fuse in houses. This device breaks a circuit whenever there is an excessive flow of current. How to make electromagnet? Take an insulated copper wire of 75 cm length, wind it closely over an iron nail from one end to the another. Remove the insulation from both ends of the wires and connect them to a battery. Bring some pins near the nail. What do you see? Here the nail becomes magnet temporarily. Who discovered that magnetic field is produced around a current carrying conductor? Christian Ørsted. Describe the working of hydroelectric power station. Electricity is produced making use of the energy of the water stored in dams. The water stored at a height in a dam is made to flow through penstock pipes to reach the turbine installed at a very low level. The turbine rotates using the energy of flowing water. It makes the generator work and generate electricity. There are arrangements to control the flow of water as per our requirement of electricity. Write in a few situations where we waste electricity. Bulb and fan switched on even when there is no one in the room. TV switched on even when there is no one to watch it. Bulb switched on even during daytime. Refrigerator left open. Write any 4 situations where we get electric shock. Operating a switch with a wet hand. Removing plug pins when the switch is on. Using wires without insulation. Changing bulb when the switch is on. First aid given to the person who get electric shock. Cut the source of electricity. If not possible, hit with any insulator. Give CPR if needed. Give proper medical care. What is the importance of star symbols in electric device? Star symbols are marked on electric appliances. The number of stars on them indicates the energy efficiency of the device. See that you select electric devices with more number of stars. Thank you.
Unit 6 for a pollution-free nature. The significant learning outcomes of this unit are: number 1, explain how factors like soil, water, and air are important for the existence of living beings. 2, identify the natural components of soil, water, and air. 3, identify situations in which air, water, and soil get polluted and suggested remedies. 4, carry out experiments accurately and precisely to identify the natural components and properties of soil. Next, engage in awareness campaign for the conservation of soil, air, and water. And last, engage in planting trees and other activities for the conservation of nature. Dear children, all living things need a pollution-free nature for their healthy existence. Soil, water, and air are the important parts of nature. Here we discuss about these in detail. Let us see first soil. Soil is essential for the existence of all living things. Even water bodies exist in the soil. We can divide the soil into many categories on the basis of its color, size of grains, capacity to absorb water, content of organic matter, content of microorganisms, air circulation, etc. Soil is the basis of the existence of all living creatures. Soil in all areas is not the same. Soil contains air, water, minerals, and organic matter. Soil with high organic content is suitable for agriculture and has high water absorption capacity. The water absorption capacity is less for sand due to its lower organic content. Soil contains microorganisms such as fungi and bacteria. They decompose organic matter and thus improve the fertility of soil. All type of soil has water content. Even then, the soil contain organic matter has high water absorption capacity. The organic residue of plants and animals gets decomposed in soil by the action of microorganisms like bacteria and fungi in the soil, and this make the soil more fertile. It takes many years for the formation of the topsoil, which is rich in organic content. The deep soil has lower organic content than the topsoil. We can use hydrogen peroxide to test the organic content of the soil. You can watch effervescence when you pour some hydrogen peroxide into the soil which contain organic matter. The effervescence is due to the oxygen that evolves during the dissociation of hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide dissociates faster in soil with high organic content. It is equally important the water content in the soil as the organic matter in the soil. Availability of water, differences in the rate of evaporation, the capacity to retain water, and differences in organic content are reasons for the variation in the water content in different types of soil. We must protect the soil from the soil erosion. Soil erosion occurs mostly during the monsoon season. The roots of trees prevent soil from being washed away. Soil erosion will be greater in places with no trees and plants. The possibility is greater in slope land as well. We must plant trees and other plants on bare land. Moreover, we can make either mud wall or stone wall against the slope area. We should not throw away the plastic, concrete, and e-waste to the soil after its use. Non-degradable substances bring about changes in the natural structure of the soil. Chemical pesticides destroy not only harmful insects which destroy crops but also harmless microorganisms. Chemical fertilizers increases the amount of certain components in the soil. Chemicals cause the destruction of earthworms and other microorganisms found in the soil. We can control the pollution of soil by sorting garbage by type and disposing them, and making biofertilizers using organic waste, and controlling the use of plastic and reusing them. And also we can dispose waste formed in every institution and house at the origin itself. Now let us see the next important factor, that is water. Unfortunately, knowingly or unknowingly, we are not react against the pollution of our precious water. Our pure water resources such as ponds, wells, rivers and streams etc. are not free from pollution. The quality of water is determined on the basis of the purpose for which it is used. The highest quality is required for drinking water. Water contains various minerals, oxygen, microorganisms and insoluble impurities. The variation in their levels influences the quality of water. Pure water is neutral, that is, its pH is 7. Water with a pH value between 6.5 and 7.5 is used as drinking water. Diseases spread through water when the diseases causing microorganisms grow in water used for drinking. Mixing up of excreta and other pollutants with the drinking water is one reason for the pollution of drinking water. The presence of the bacteria E. coli, which reach water through excreta, causes the disease diarrhea, typhoid, cholera, dysentery and jaundice are some of the other diseases that spread through drinking water. We can use some methods to purify polluted drinking water. Water purifiers used to purify water at home have a filter unit and facilities to let ultraviolet rays to pass through. Ultraviolet rays are used instead of chlorine treatment. As our conventional method, we use gravel, sand, charcoal for water purification. But when water is used in large quantities, we must use a few modern methods, that is water treatment plant. Aeration, the process of mixing water with air, thus the amount of oxygen in the water increases. Coagulation, this is an important step in the process of water purification in a water treatment plant. This enables the sedimentation of solid matter present in water. Alum is added for this. When alum is added, the pH value of water decreases. Lime is added to regulate the pH value. Clarifloculation. After the solid waste settle, the clear water is fed into filters. Filtration. Impurities which do not get settled are removed by the filter. Fine sand and gravel are used respectively in the upper and lower portion of the filter unit. Chlorination. Chlorine gas or bleaching powder is mixed with it to sterilize the filtered water. Next is air. Air is as important as soil and water. We cannot survive without air. The components of atmospheric air are nitrogen 78%, oxygen 20.9%, carbon dioxide 0.03% and others 1.07%. Air is said to be polluted when there is any change in the normal amount of any of the components of air or when foreign substances mix with air. Increased rate of pollution creates many health problems. Smoke from automobiles make carbon monoxide. This combines with the hemoglobin in the human body and forms carboxyhemoglobin. This reduces the oxygen absorption capacity of the blood. When wood and coal burn, carbon dioxide is forming, causes global warming. And from factories, sulfur dioxide is formed and causes irritation to eyes, lung cancer and asthma. And from automobiles and factories, oxides of nitrogen are formed and it causes acid rain. Planting of trees, use of public conveyance and obeying rules of pollution control and disposal of waste at the origin itself and avoid throwing electric goods and plastic away after use are some of the methods to prevent air pollution. Dear children, engage in awareness campaigns for the conservation of soil, air and water and engage in planting trees and other activities for the conservation of our beautiful nature. Because we need a pollution-free nature for our healthy existence. Now let us go through some questions. Question number 1. What are the main 3 factors which are inevitable for the existence of living things? 2. How do birds make use of soil? 3. How can we divide the type of soil? 4. Make an experiment note on proving the capacity of soil to hold water. Which type of soil has more water absorption capacity? 6. How do we know the organic content in the soil? 7. What will be the color of soil which has more organic matter? 8. Which gas is free when hydrogen peroxide dissociates? 9. What are the reasons for the variation in the water content in different types of soil? 10. What are the components of soil? 11. Name the microorganisms which increase the fertility of soil. 12. What are the content of soil which are suitable for agriculture? 13. What are the situations leading to the loss of topsoil? 14. Non-degradable substances bring about changes in the natural structure of soil. Which are they? 15. How do soil get polluted? 14. How do we prevent the soil erosion? Next, how can we prevent pollution of soil? Next, what are the sources of pure water? 19. How do water get polluted? 20. What are the components of water? 21. What is the pH value of drinking water? 22. How do diseases spread through drinking water? 23. List the diseases which spread through drinking water. 24. What are the methods to purify water? 25. What is aeration? 26. What is coagulation? 27. Describe clariflocculation, filtration and chlorination. 28. What are the components of atmospheric air? 29. How do air get polluted? And 30. How can we prevent air pollution? All of you please write all these questions in your notebook and try to write the answers.